Bedtime Stories TV.
Coconut Boy Fairy Tale. Once upon a time, there was a poor farmer couple who go into a rich landowner's service. They were so hardworking and kind. However, they didn't have any children even if they were over than 50 years old. One day, the poor wife went to the forest for woods. That day was a hot and sunny day. She was very thirsty. At that time, she saw a coconut shell near the tree with rain water, so she drank it. After coming home, she became pregnant. Not long after that, her husband passed away. When she was lying on the bamboo cot, she heard a kid's voice. "Mom, let's give birth." The sound made the wife feel surprised. She said, "Why can you speak although you haven't been born?" From her belly, there was a voice again. "Yes, let's give birth. I want to go out with you, Mom." The wife said, "Can't you go out by yourself?" Suddenly, there was a strange thing with no legs and no hands. The baby's body was as round as a coconut shell. The woman was shocked. "Oh, why is your body so odd?" The baby answered, "Mom, don't throw me away, please. I love you so much." The woman hugged the baby and said, "No way, you are my blood and my life. I never leave you. I always love you. I will name you Coconut. How do you feel?" "That's so good. I love this name," the Coconut Boy said. Long time later, Coconut Boy still rolled along the ground, and he was not able to do anything. Therefore, the woman was so upset. Understanding his mother's thought, so he asked his mother to allow him to herd cows for a rich man. The woman said, "How can you herd cows with this body?" Coconut insisted doing that and asked his mother to tell the landowner, and his mother agreed. After hearing the woman's speech, the rich man was so surprised. "What? Your son can herd cow? Can't he?" With decisive tone, the landowner think that if he can't do well, I will drive him. It will help me to save a great deal of money because it is little. Moreover, his wage is also low. I don't lose anything. Day by day, Coconut Boy did his work well. He often rode behind the cows to the battlefield in the morning and back the cage in the evening. All of the cows were full and healthy. The rich man was so satisfied about that. At harvest time, all of servants had to work in the fields. The landowner told 3 daughters to bring lunch for Coconut. The first time with the oldest daughter, she frowned and looked uncomfortable. "Where are you, Coconut? Why do you leave the cows here and go somewhere?" Coconut Boy appeared and said, "It's me here." The oldest daughter pouted and said, "Oh my God, you are so odd and terrible. Let's eat." Then she went back home immediately. 2 elder daughters were so haughty and heartless. They always abandoned Coconut Boy and laid the blame on the youngest daughter. Luckily, the youngest daughter of the rich man was a kind girl. She treated Coconut well. One day, it was the turn of her. While she was reaching the mountainside, she heard a melodious flute. She went nearer, slowly, and in front of her eyes was a young, handsome boy who was playing the flute, and all of the cows was raising. When recognizing the sound, Everything disappeared for a while. There was only Coconut Boy rolling there. After the harvest, Coconut hastened his mother to go and ask the rich man whether he could marry his daughter. His mother was so shocked, but she agreed with him. Seeing Coconut's mother brought Beetle and Eureka to propose marriage, he said, "Coconut wants to marry my daughter? Really? If he wants to do that, bring me a lot of gold, 10 pieces of silver, 10 fat pigs, and 10 big bottles of good wine. In addition, he has to build a big house with 5 spaces, silver spar, bronze crossbeam for 3 days. I will give you my daughter in marriage." The poor woman was upset and came home to tell Coconut, but he still kept calm. Suddenly on that day, there were not only enough everything, but also many servants appear and bring sacrifice to rich man's house. The wealthy man was so surprised, he called 3 daughters and asked their opinion. 2 elder sisters pouted, mocked, and said, "Maybe there's some counts want to marry Coconut. You can ask them now." The youngest answered, "I want to marry him, Dad." On wedding day, Coconut prepared enormous party, but no one could see an ugly man. Instead, everyone just saw a young, handsome man standing next to the youngest daughter. Everyone was thunderstruck and happy, whereas 2 sisters were so angry and jealous. "Why can he become a handsome man?" After that, they lived happily, and Coconut looked so intelligent. He studied every day. As a result, he became poinsettia, and he was sent to a foreign country as an ambassador. Before going, he gave his wife a firestone, a knife, and 2 chicken eggs, and reminded her to bring them together to protect her. At this time, 2 elder sisters waited and said, "Hang out with us, beloved sister." They decided to kill her to replace her position. They took her on a broken boat and went to the sea. So she was eaten up by a shark. Luckily, she didn't die because of the knife. She cut the shark's belly and escaped from there, smoothed the firestone for fire, and roast shark's meat for food. Some days later, 2 chicken eggs grew up and became a rooster and a hen, and enjoyed her company. She gave them a stroke and said, "Are you sad? I'm so sad. I miss my husband so much. How can I meet him again?" she cried. The chicken said, "Cuckoo, cuckoo. Is that Mandarin's boat coming here and pick up my mistress?" Luckily, that was Mandarin's boat. They met each other happily. Coconut picked up his wife back home, but she stayed in the room, and no one knew that. 2 weak sisters were very happy, but they looked upset and said to Mandarin, "We prevented her from going to the sea, but she didn't follow us. Oh, poor her, my youngest sister." Suddenly, the youngest sister came out and greeted them. 2 elder sisters were so embarrassed, so they left this area without a word, and after that, no one could see them anymore. At the end, Coconut Boy and his wife lived happily forever.
this is the end of the story. Now, kids, what do you think about today's story? What is fun or not? If you love it, like and subscribe to show more support to our channel. Moreover, don't forget to turn on the bell to get updated with new fairy tales from Bedtime Stories TV. Bye!